Hello everybody, this is me, Shalisa, and you have tuned in to So She's Designs. This is our last and final episode of the First Lady in Fashion. I got it done, guys, before the end of the year. And if you want to see what I came up for this episode, please stay tuned. Okay guys, how are you doing? I hope you are fantastic. I know everybody's celebrating or getting ready for parties, or if you're like me, you're getting ready to go in the house and you're going to have a seat because there's too much commotion going on outside. And I'm going to rest this evening until midnight and then I'm going to go to sleep. But I did want to get my final episode of First Lady in Fashion out to you guys. And this episode, I had to think of something quick on my feet, but I wanted to get all 12 ladies done, and I had 3 more ladies to do. So we will be talking about Nancy Reagan, Betty Ford, and Jacqueline Kennedy. Now, if you've been tuning into these episodes, you know that these episodes are an series that I do because this is an election year. So what I decided to do this year was talk about the different first ladies and their inspiration on a fashion outfit that I've made or refashioned. This episode is going to be quick and easy thrift flips. So I want to show you what I made. First lady we're going to start with is going to be Nancy Reagan. So Nancy Reagan was an actress, and she was our first lady from 1981 to 1989. She was married to our former president, Ronald Reagan. She is known as the Lady in Red, and red was her signature color. So for her inspiration, I took the color red because there are so many pictures of her in that color. Just so many. That was just her color. And so I took the color red, and I have a dress that was given to me, and I should be showing you a clip of that. And this dress, I took it and I deconstructed it to make it into a vest. And I wanted a vest that did not, I didn't want a closure on it. I just wanted to open, like just pull over vest. So it's a little snug, but I'm not gonna make any alterations. I'm gonna make some alteration to this body. Go on a diet the first of the year because I am loving this vest. It is, for the most part, it is what I wanted. I wanted to come a little closer together, but other than that, I am loving it. I love the back of it. You can see what the loops on the back were on the sides of the dress, and I'm just all around excited and happy about how this thrift turned out. Like I said, this wasn't even the thrift flip. This was a dress that was given to me because I flipped, and I was thankful for that. So thank you to the person who gave me the dress. And I am loving this vest that I came up with. The only thing I don't like is this. You just can't lay this down anywhere. When you put it on, you're gonna have to like hang it up when you finish because this material wrinkles really easy. But that's my only complaint about this whole ensemble. But because it's a vest, that's something that's probably going to happen when I take it off. I'll just hang it up. Or I want to say it needed to be dry cleaned as well. So I will probably get it dry cleaned at some point. But I like how this turned out. Okay, our next first lady is going to be Betty Ford. Betty Ford was our first lady from 1974 to 1977. She was married to former President Gerald Ford. One of the things she was known for was raising awareness for breast cancer, as well as she was an equal rights supporter. Now, as I was going through her pictures and looking for an inspiration that I wanted to mimic, one of the things that I noticed about her was the collar. So I found another dress that I'll show you in the thrift store that I purchased for I think it was less than $7. And I was like, okay, this is going to be perfect. Got it home and realized this is somebody else's handmade garment. So the person that I have similar taste, I love the sleeves, and I thought I wanted to keep the sleeves, and I did. I did need to make the sleeves a little wider because my upper portion of my arm was wide, as well as I wanted to make it a little wider around the waist area. But the person who did make this, I want to say that their seam allowance was at least an inch. So I used that for the extra that I needed to widen it, as well as it was long, and I cut off, I don't even know how many inches, maybe 10 inches of the bottom. I kept the pockets, the garment had pockets on it. I kept the pockets, but I add this collar that I had saw on so many of Betty Ford's ensembles. And I was like, this is it. I'm going to do something with this collar. So if you notice, in the beginning, this dress had no collar. It's a basic shift dress. And I added the collar and I added the closure. And I think that it is really cute. And I am loving how this turned out as well. Last but certainly not least is one of our most famous First Lady, is Jacqueline Kennedy. I wanted to save her for last because I really, really and truly wanted to make a tweed suit. And I just thought that that was just going to be it, that I needed to make this in her honor. And I never got the opportunity just because life happens and things have been going on. So what I did want to do was a two-piece. I felt like when I saw her, she was always her style, her fashion style. She's always about her business. And I took it upon myself to get a two-piece from the thrift store and do just a few changes, not even much. I don't even know if you could call this a thrift flip. So Jacqueline Kennedy was a writer, an editor, a socialite. She was known for her public display and how she cared for her family. Everybody knows she's a family first kind of woman. She was married to President Kennedy and was our First Lady from 1961 to 1963. She was committed to her historic preservation of the White House, but I think she's best known for her iconic fashion. So let me show you what it is that I did. This is by far the simplest of all the First Ladies that I did, but I was in the thrift store and I saw this green suit. And I was like, I have to get this suit because I'm going to look so nice going to church in this green suit. I thought it was very, very nice. I love the color. I thought it was already perfect, basically the way that it was. But because I wanted to represent her with a two-piece, I was wondering what could I do to elevate this to Jacqueline Kennedy's elegant style. So I said, I'm going to do one of the most simplest things that you can do to change an outfit. What I did was I changed the buttons. So if you can see, the first buttons are a green color. They're just large, solid colored buttons. No pizzazz. What I did was I changed them to a button that has a little bling on the inside. It's a darker black button. As well as I added two buttons on the cuff to make it look like they were already there. And I think it took this whole suit to a different level, and I cannot wait to sport this to church. Well, guys, this is the end of my series. I want to thank you so much if you have tuned in. This series is on a playlist, and you are more than welcome, and I would really encourage you to go and see the entire playlist of First Lady in Fashion. I've had such a great chance to find out different things about the different First Ladies and to learn a little bit about their style and just about style and transformation over the years. With that being said, I want you to know that you are so special to me. Thanks for tuning into this episode, and I'll see you guys next year.